Welcome back to the channel, guys. The video is late today because I sort of just woke up. Interesting story, last night I fell asleep. Uh, I thought I was going to wake up, take my lady to work, but she just let me keep sleeping, so I never set an alarm, and I almost missed the Black Feather event by like an hour. I had 40 minutes left to get my Black Feather when I logged in. I did get it. I spent 160 gems, which is the most I think I've ever spent on a challenge monster since I've been doing challenges other than maybe like my first challenge when I didn't know how to do them. I think I might have spent more back then. But when I logged in, I only collected Black Feather and then I went back to bed. And now I'm just officially waking up, and I decided that I'd just film my video now because when I logged in, I seen this. I would be so pissed off if I was a spender and I woke up to seeing this. Mainly just because they're giving out 50 cells to vanoss. Now, I mean, I guess I wouldn't be too pissed off because that doesn't necessarily mean that free-to-play are going to be able to get this monster. And if you don't understand what I mean by that, let's go look at my vault. You come in here and you go all the way to legend and you go to fire. Look at them pump seed cells. I've had those since pump seed race. They've been staring at me ever since. So don't think that just because you get some cells that though you're eventually going to get the monster. Like, yeah, eventually is probably right, meaning like, yeah, eventually I'll probably get that monster, but Pump Seed Race was the first race I ever played in, meaning come Halloween, I've basically played a year, meaning I've held on to cells for a year, so you could be potentially holding on to vanoss cells for a year. So don't get too excited, but I was already surprised to log in and see 50, so my guess would be throughout the course of the month or the next month, there's going to be ways to get a couple of his cells. You do need a whole another 50 just to be able to unlock him, but yeah, so I'm going to be doing just enough to get him, I believe. I'm not worried about doing anything to get the relics. I think the relics are too expensive on these islands, but I will be paying attention to Discord to see how much people actually spent to get those relics, and maybe if it's reasonable, I'll change my mind and I'll go and try to get the relics, but it's not really that long left because I slept through 5 hours of it without even like moving anything on without doing any of the collections at all. Yeah, I was like 5 hours late to the party. So aside from that, there is the maze going on, choose your path. I only have one path to be chosen, which I do need this guy rank 3. I just kind of need the flash rank to come back so that I can do that. And I've decided in my mind that when the flash rank does come back, I'm going to rank bomb beta to 3. Did that really just happen? My guy walked right past 10 cells. Wow. I better just like log out of the game and come back real quick. Alright, so I'm back in the game. I just want to go ahead and read over this real quick. See if there's anything mentioned in there about us. No, it doesn't say anything about free-to-play getting the... it looks like nothing that I want to breed in any of these either. I did get 100 Metalecia cells out of a tier 4 egg. Okay, so now my challenge is half done. I'm thinking that I'm not going to pay. I'll do one more collection of, well, I gotta feed, but I'll do one more collection of all. And then I'll do probably half of the collections on the next one and then pay. But I will spend gems to get those 50 cells if need be. And I finally hatched Kodama. I will be trying to rank 1 him with no flash rank ups, which I think I'm going to hold off on ranking him because I don't know, I might have wanted to flash rank him. He is, you know, the newer Siamus that can also res block. And our little baby pacifier is on the way in a day and 20. But as I was saying, I do not have day rank 3. I would like to rank 3 him and rank 3 Bombetta. I'm not excited about either of them. The reason why my day is not rank 3 yet is because I'm not excited about him, meaning you can hear like Bombetta called the Cosmic Day a lot. I call it the Cosmic Dunraw. Like, get real, people. Like, Day was a Dunraw. Bombetta's a Dunraw, meaning like if I can just purr your monster and then beat your team to death and then just leave your tank for last, then that's a Dunraw to me. Even though Dunraw dies in one hit, that purr killed you in one hit, in my opinion. So that's how I see those monsters. Now I get it, at 150 they're way different because you can't just like, but at the same time, they're not really that much different because even at 150 you can do the same thing, purr them and just leave them for last and beat their team to death. The only problem is at 150, usually if they have a 150 tank, they got 150 teammates to go with the tank, and if they have 150 teammates to go with the tank, you might not necessarily be able to beat the whole team to death and leave the tank in one go around of your turns, which means that the tank can then go and clean up, the mess that you put the team in and put you back in, the needing answers spot of being in the fight. And that's why I need to rank them up, is because the stats are getting out of hand in this game, so to be trying to use legendary tanks all the time is not going to cut it. So you want to have, more than just legendary tanks in your tools. And that's my advice, is that you guys should be getting this day path and you should be getting Bombetta and aiming both of them towards rank 3. That way you have a lot of flexible options, especially when it comes to like war. If you can use earth, you'll be able to use your day, and if you have light, you'll be able to use your Bombetta. And that's going to help in the months. But then at the same time, I don't expect you, if you're free to play, to try to get them rank 150. Now the reason why I say that is because I would believe that in the coming future they're going to be like, oh, it's time to release another tank, and they're going to be like, well, we can't have a third tank that does the same thing as all these other tanks, and they're going to be like, yeah, and they're going to release the cosmic version of Visual, and it's going to have taunt to it, and that's what they actually needed here with Bombetta. Bombetta should have came with taunt, in my opinion. Yeah, I've heard the saying that would be too overpowered. Bullshit. Nothing in this game is overpowered. You just don't know how to play. Um, the fact, like, I didn't ask for a cosmic version of Santa. Okay, that would be a little overpowered, but I still think it would be healthy to the game. Meaning, like, give these kids something to spend their money on that they can, be happy about, instead of giving them something to spend their money on that can be outdated next week. Because it could easily be outdated. All they have to do is make the cosmic version of Azul, and then boom, it's outdated. And then 2 months later, make the cosmic version of Santa, and boom, you had to buy 3 different monsters for almost $1,000 just to keep up with the game. That's ridiculous, and that's exactly how they do you. Like, so I think you should be able to at least see a monster once in a while where you're like, oh, hey, that monster's going to be good for the next 6 months. And be like, oh, okay, well, I'm on a budget. I normally don't buy monsters, but my mom said I could buy one, and I've been waiting 3 months to finally buy one, and this is the one. Whereas, like, if I was waiting 3 months to buy a monster, it sure as hell ain't this pacifier that I'd be buying. So yeah, what else is going on over here? The breeding event, I'm doing nothing in. I've been trying to breed these guys, but I fell asleep, and I haven't been breeding or extracting the ones that I already bred, which I need to. I go over here and breed another one. There's no fails on this egg, which that's what I love. I'm going to use the Thundinix, and I'm going to use the Gigagrams, so being able to come over here and get able to extract them all is such a big boost compared to having fail eggs that you got to sell or wait on. So these are my favorite ones to breed. I just hate how they don't line up right with maze coins, meaning like Thunder Eagles and Pterodactyls are so much easier to always just log in and get your 100 coins, whereas these are a little more complicated. They come in 16s and 33s. And I fell asleep without watching the MONSTERWOODs either, so hopefully I didn't miss. Okay, yeah, so I still got 8 hours. I didn't miss my dailies, which I've been known to do a few times on this game, guys. Slug sells, that's a joke. He's good in dungeons, though, because dungeons don't necessarily have stamina gain relics. And he has a free damage move, which is very, very relevant in the dungeons, guys. And the main reason why it's so relevant for me is because the team that I've been using... Well, let's get in there and see. Alright, so let's talk about this before. What happened? I'm back to 10 instead of 20? What? I guess if you sleep through a day of the dungeon, maybe it takes you back twice? I have no idea, guys. I have not been this far back. I was on no 20 through 28, making 70 amber or 70 stardust, and getting my armor claw cells. I think there's 30 armor claw cells there, but not today. Oops, I'm on the wrong monster. I thought this was what's his face? This guy. I rage changed one of my runes on Ignis the day before yesterday, or right after I filmed my last video. I just got so damn tired of him not going before Tanya that it was radiating me, and there's still like 500 speed between Tanya and Nora, so it didn't do shit to fixing my team problem. My team problem is just that I can't make them all the same speed. That's the only thing I don't like about my multiplayer team, is that I cannot make them all the same speed. No matter how hard I try, no matter what runes I put on who, no matter what I do, I just cannot figure out how to get it done. It's not happening. And it drives me nuts, because I know there's got to be a way. It just probably requires me taking even more runes off my guys. They're immune to possessions, but I'm not going to be doing any possessions. I'm just going for making sure that most of them die in one hit. And I probably used the wrong fire move. As I get farther, though, you'll see what I'm talking about with this slug. Because the slug being able to 50% freeze means when the freeze actually does land, I can use that frozen turn to boost all of my health back up, all my stamina back up, and before moving on to the next dungeon. Now, I have made it all the way to node 28 with just this team. And what allowed me to do that is, if you see, both of my guys are wearing level 6s. Well, I have a lot more swaps for level 6s than I have for other types of runes. So being able to switch to the things you need, like whether you need life, more speed, whatever it is, that's a huge boost. Yeah, keep an eye on these speeds. Alright, they're still really low. Alright, now here's one of the times where it usually comes in handy. Because now that I'm down to just this guy, if I get lucky and get this freeze, like I just did, it's like, boop, now he's stamina charged, boop, now he's stamina charged. Let's see, I could take his stamina away so that I could charge again, but I really don't need to, so I just take the free hit. I will charge his. And then here we're just going to do the cheap kill shot. Even though I could have went through and hit him 2 more times with the easy. This could end up being another one, unless... Is Wormlad immune to freeze? No, just stun and bleed. Fire weakness is the more expensive one. When I say more expensive, I mean stamina cost. Alright, so here we can't do anything. So I just charge, can't do anything, so I 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 charge, and then we can finally see what he does. Okay, he didn't do crap. So we could kill him with that. That's what we're doing. Now, even when they get my monster really low, like in HP, Ignis has a heal move. So what you're able to do is basically just heal and nurture your team, and then charge all the way through until that boosts back up again, and then heal and nurture your team again. All without killing the monsters. Alright, so here... Looks like we can get them both with a burn trigger, but we didn't get a burn trigger. Alright, so we charge. Sweet, we get a charge here, that's what we were looking for. This move is free. And this move is pretty cheap. So I'll probably just use it twice. Still only at 7k speed. This is the same thing. We don't really need much here. I'm gonna charge him though. Getting close to those moon cells. Moon haze cells, which I do like moon haze. Still really slow. Yeah, and the next set of 10, it's like 15, 15, 20, 20. That's how there ends up being 70. Here, they do have a bunch going on, so let's see. Yeah, that's perfect. Just go ahead and take a free hit and put more damage on him. We're getting a lot of hits, but I'm going to be charging that guy, and I'm going to charge him the next time. So let's kill him with the slug. And as you're seeing, you're basically so far watching me just milk my stamina back up through the dungeons. I can do the same thing with my HP using Ignis. Ignis is amazing in these dungeons. Alright, we're looking at a lot of health. One of these might survive. Fire monkey. Yeah. Fire weakness, all strength, all speed, and all strength. So I have 2 fire guys. Gotta get rid of this guy. It's just not gonna work without getting rid of him. And then the other one that had strength was moon haze. So we took care of 2 of our problems on that round. And then here I think we can get rid of the moon haze with a little bit of a combo, maybe not. Oh my. Well, it looks like we're dead for this dungeon. Meaning moon haze is as far as we're getting. I do have that Kodama now though. I really didn't expect that guy with all speed to kill my dude. Or I wouldn't have let that happen. But I guess we all make mistakes in the dungeons. And this would have been a perfect for my feed quest later, but duty calls for them. I'm sure everyone who's been doing this dungeon though has made some serious misplays like that and cost you a whole day worth of not going any farther in the dungeon. Alright, so how fast are they now? 7.5? Still nowhere near. Nah. One of these does do a single move. And that should let me get everybody healed back up. Probably should have used Ignis's cheaper move, but oh well. I'm not used to having swaps, meaning I basically would have been done once that slug died. As of yesterday, today was my first day. Here I got a lot of stuff on me, so I'm just going to damage boost up. Kill laser beam, CDA. This crazy bastard. Poison was blocked though. Definitely killing him first also. Here, it's only Ignis that needs healed. So either way, you've seen me grab a bunch of Stardust today, because we're about to get 30 out of this dungeon, I hope. Oh wow, I should have read the runes. High misplay there, guys. So we're definitely going to get CD8. The question is, what could I do with the CDA? I gotta get that guy killed. Yeah, that's the guy that's gotta go, CDA-wise. And I don't know if making him vulnerable is better, or if boosting my dudes is better. Boosting my dudes last 2 turns, making him vulnerable last 2 turns, I think also. Plus it gets rid of the damage boost from the one guy, so we'll go for it. We're in big trouble. Oh, maybe not. Alright, we're going after the other attacker. Oh well, just getting these 30 is definitely plenty of Stardust in one day, since I wasn't considering being on node 10 instead of being back on node 20 where I always am. I'm even going to go for a charge. A heal and a charge, I think. No, it's 3 turns on the heal, I can't. He's all the way charged, but he is not. I wanted that charge, man. And then these 20 aren't the last 20. On node 28, there's another 20 Stardust. I don't see us getting that far, but I'm just saying it is there. 10-9. Alright. Gotta get rid of that possess. That's the number one thing you can't be letting happen to your team. And then here, I think a damage boost, so that we can make sure this guy gets dead. That one is immune to pretty much everything. So it looks like 2 hits and he'll be done. It would be amazing to get those cells, but I don't see it happening. We get a heal, I mean, it's not the end of the world. Plus all these attacks in a row. Yeah, I'm gonna go with vulnerable. What's this do? Nothing, but I'll use it anyway. It saves stamina. We can damage boost, double hit this guy. But it looks like we're going to be charging once. So I'm just going to hit him with this. Charge. Next turn I can heal, so I'm going to charge again. And I'm not going to play around, I'm just going to go to my next node. Because I wasn't even expecting to get this far. And now you can see the 20 cells that I was talking about. And now you can watch me get beat up. Boom, boom, he said. Damage boost. Can't KO anybody, that's not good. Can make them weak to fire, which I don't think it's going to be enough. But I am going to try it. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Let's heal. How much damage are we going to take back? Just 41,000? Let's try it. We didn't take any back. Alright, how long do we got for 3 turns before we can heal? Next turn we can CDA though. So we might actually beat this guy. I think, what, we can CDA next turn, or heal with this guy next turn, but I don't think we should risk it. I think we should just go get our monies. Going to get our monies, man. Incredible. I don't even know what I'm gonna name this video. Welfare Gauntlet. He's only at 11k. What are they doing? Let's just get rid of that water guy. Right? Oh, talk about bad beats. Yeah, talk about bad beats. I guess it wouldn't matter. They beat me to death with the other two. So that's basically what's going on in my dungeon, guys. As you've seen, I got that far, so you probably are aware that I normally get to 28, but that's usually as far as I go. I stop on 28 no matter how good I'm doing or how bad I'm doing, because that's 70 Stardust a day, just from the Gauntlet, and then being able to come here and get the rest of it is pretty intense for a free-to-play. Wrong node. In here, you're looking at, let's see, I don't have any of the ranked, I don't have more than 3 ranks, so I just get the 15 and 15. So there's 30 plus 70. I'm currently able to make 100 Stardust a day. As a free-to-play, that will add up pretty quick, man. That is half of a, like, I've already got 700. That's half of a rank. Like, that's pretty incredible. Like, not gonna lie. I do like the fact that we can grind some dust. Anyway, if they bring back flash ranks, I will be making another video when that happens. That's what I was expecting to be. We'd be filming on today, is the fact that we're almost to getting our black feather. When we want to rank them. We want to rank our bombetta. We want to rank a few other things. We're probably going to spend like 3,000 gems ranking, I think. At this point, I'd like to spend about 3,300 on ranks. So, and keep my pile at 6k, and then try to keep it at 5k after the raise. And then I feel pretty comfortable trying to do more tasks and add on to the 5k. That's the goal, that's the plan that I have anyway. So those of you who've been watching my channel, you can stay tuned, find out if we succeed at doing all of that, and find out if we're going to cry because they don't bring back flash ranks anytime or any reasonable time. And stay tuned to make sure that I get all 50 of these. I will be probably reposting on this tomorrow, since this lasts for 3 days. You'll probably see 3 videos with this in it, letting you see my progress. And I'll show you now a few screenshots as I exit the video. Later.